everyone, thanks for joining me. So today what I wanted to do is go over my health TN and all the things that incorporates. Susie B did request to see this, so I'm sorry Susie, it's been a little while, but I wanted to kind of live in this for a while to get a feel for all the things that I wanted to track and really get a good system down. So that's what we're going to be going over today. So a little backstory about me. I have polycystic ovarian syndrome, and that affects my ability to conceive, to get pregnant, and it really affects every single aspect of my life. I mean, it's ruling my life, and it took me a really long time to kind of figure out what it is I want to do to change things and to kind of get that under control so I was managing it and it wasn't managing me. I've been trying to conceive for 11 years. I've been married almost 12, and the majority of that time has been spent trying to get pregnant, trying to figure out all the things I need to do, a massive amount of research, a lot of heartache, a tremendous amount of heartache, and, just not knowing, why me? Why am I dealing with this? Why are people around me able to get pregnant? So I didn't have an answer for that, but I knew I needed to change some things. Beginning of this year, I really set out to change my life. I wanted to change who I was, the things that I do in my life to make things better and to manage my condition. And I stopped working about 1.5 years ago to really focus on myself and get where we needed to be to get pregnant. I went to the doctor over the years, and their number one answer was, take these pills and we'll get you pregnant, and if this doesn't work, then we'll go through all the different channels. And I did a couple of rounds of that and decided, this isn't for me. My body is not, it's not designed to take medical drugs to get pregnant. If I'm not getting pregnant, that's God's way of telling me, you need to change some things. It should be natural. I don't want to force it. So going back to the first of this year, I started working out with a program called Daily Burn, and that's an online program where you get new workouts streamed every single day, a new live workout. So I knew that would be perfect for me because I don't have to drive to the gym, which, if you're not going to drive yourself there, you're not going to do it. I don't like working out in a public space. So I signed up for that program, and everything I talk about today, I will leave linked below in the description box. So that right there, I started working out 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. Really proud of myself for actually being able to commit to that and keep going on that. Started working out, and then my diet, I incorporated more fruits and vegetables. I got rid of a lot of refined carbs. I stopped eating a lot of pre-processed foods, things like that. And from the first of the year through the end of April, I lost 4 pounds. I wasn't seeing a change in my body. Things weren't moving like I thought they would. And I just thought, okay, well, I'm in my 30s now. My body doesn't work like it did when it was in its 20s, clearly. And I just kind of chalked it up to that. And so I did a lot of praying and kept praying for the guidance to kind of get to where I needed to be to make some changes. So in the midst of doing my heavy praying, I came across Forks Over Knives Meal Planner. Now, this is a whole foods plant-based diet, or basically being vegan. And with this plan, you make everything from scratch. Every single thing you make is made from whole foods. I don't cook with oil anymore. I don't cook with salt anymore. So this was a massive change because my husband and I, we love to cook, we love to eat. So I felt like part of my identity was being changed by changing the way I eat. So the first month in May was a struggle for me. Just, not being able to go out to dinner with friends or family because I'm eating a whole different way. And fast forward now to the end of July, I am realizing that this is amazing. I feel amazing. And my husband and I were learning how to cook a new way. We're cooking with whole foods now. We're cooking without dairy or meat products or salt or oil. And it's become an adventure for us. And now we eat the same way. And I got my food taken care of and under control. So from January to the end of April, I only lost 4 pounds. And now at the end of July, I have lost a total of 18.4 pounds. So I know what I'm doing is working. I'm losing pounds, I'm losing inches. And for the first time in my life, since I have had a menstrual cycle, I am actually getting a menstrual cycle every month since I started this eating plan. Whereas the previous I want to say about 7 years, I was only having 2 menstrual cycles a year. And yeah, it's going to be a little tough to get pregnant when you're not having a menstrual cycle every month. So I know what I'm doing is what God intended for me to do. And it was an answer to a prayer that I've had for a long time. And I really, this whole 11 years, I think today I have the highest hope of becoming pregnant. And I feel like it's going to happen soon. And I feel the most motivated and the most positive about it right now. So I want to go ahead and open up my TN to show you what I've been doing. I will link the video where I decorated in here so you can see how I have my decorated pages. And what I'm using is a Cocoa Daisy B6 insert. And in this insert, every single day, I'm writing down a couple of things. Go ahead and zoom it in here to show you. So what I like to do is write down when I went to bed and when I woke up. I am an awful sleeper. I always have been. So I'm trying to track that to kind of see if what I'm eating and my daily exercise, if that's having an impact on my sleep. So I will write down when I went to bed, when I woke up, and then I write down all the food that I eat for the day and the time. My goal is to eat every 3 hours. If I don't eat, my life will come crashing down. And oddly enough, the more food I eat, the more weight I lose. And now you may be thinking, because I'm not eating a, animal or dairy-based protein, where I get my protein from. Well, this meal plan is completely balanced, and, I'm getting my protein from other sources such as beans, nuts, things like that. So I have my food here. I track my water. I track my workouts, and I also track my vitamin intake. So my mom is a naturopath, and so she checks me regularly for vitamins that I need. I highly suggest to find yourself a naturopath who can muscle test you to see what kind of vitamins or supplements you need, or get a blood test at your doctor. So the vitamins I take in the daytime are Hair, Skin, and Nails by Andrew Lessman or the ProCaps Laboratories. And I also take some niacin. That's currently what I am needing. And for the evening time, I do take iron. I have always been very iron deficient. So iron has been a staple in my life for as long back as I can remember. I also take iodine. And if you haven't done your research into iodine, most people need it, and it's one of the best things you can take for your health. There's a video of a doctor who walks through it, and I will link that in the description box so you can take a watch of that. And then I also take some K2. This is for, let's see. It's for the role of bone health and requirement for healthy utilization and retention of calcium in the bone. But what I actually take this for is some numbness that I have in my leg, my left leg, in my thigh. I have a lot of burning and numbness in it when I lay down or sit down. And oddly enough, this takes that away probably 50 to 75%, depending on the time of year. Where it's cold, it's going to be significantly worse for me. So those are the supplements that I'm taking. And then at the very bottom here, I'm going to write down some key things from the day. So this particular day, I was really hungry. I woke up too early and I felt crappy all day, and then I kept myself busy so I wouldn't think about it. And those are the key things I'm writing down so I can kind of get a sense of what happened the day before. Does that affect today? Is my food affecting me? Just some key things so I know exactly how I was feeling. And my second insert here is from Jesenia Printables. This one here is Cocoa Daisy. The second one is Jesenia Printables, or the Planner Sophisticate, and it was exactly what I was looking for a monthly insert. And if you watched my last video, you would know that I was very unmotivated in July. So you'll see quite a few things in here that are not filled out for July. But that's okay. I'm going to get back on it this month. What I like to do on the monthly view, put a little motivational sticker, and that is from You Better Sweat from Paper and Glam. Line it with a little bit of Simply Gilded Washi tape. I like to track my measurements, and last month I just never got around to doing it. And I think that's the biggest takeaway from when you're tracking or doing things for your health is every month is not going to be perfect, and that's okay. Just get right back on it the next month. So I wanted to show you a couple of different things that I am tracking. Like I stated earlier, I need to eat consistently. I need to make sure that I am eating every couple hours. So I do have breakfast, snack, lunch, dinner, just to make sure that I am eating properly throughout the day. Making sure I track exercise. I do use a natural Progest cream, and that is just because my progesterone is very low. My AM vitamins, PM vitamins, brushing and flossing PM. I am very good about brushing and flossing in the AM, but I do think I need to get that flossing down in the PM instead, so my mouth isn't filled with whatever bacteria is in there. So that's just kind of a little personal thing that I want to change. Daily log, that just means I've logged all my food, my exercise, my water, and by doing that, I am holding myself accountable to making sure all those things are getting done. And then I am just trying to make sure that I am in bed by 11 o'clock. And that is so hard. My husband and I don't know what we do from dinner to midnight every night. So I do want to make sure that I am getting to bed about 11 o'clock every night. All right, and on my next page, I have a monthly view. And in the monthly view, I track what week I am not taking the Progest. And ultimately, I would love that my monthly cycle lands on that week where I'm not taking the Progest, but I'm not quite there yet. My body hasn't adjusted to that point. And then I will mark down if I have a monthly cycle. So I had one in July, I had one in June, and I had one in May. Since I started this eating plan, after my very first day of eating whole foods plant-based, I started a period the next day. A month later, I had another one, and this month I had another one. So I think doctors can tell you all they want that food doesn't necessarily affect the problems that you have in your body. They can tell you that you need to take this vitamin or you need to take this drug to manage your symptoms. Well, this is clear proof that food affects everything in your body. I mean, if food can make you fat and make you miserable, it can cure you as well. And I'm a firm believer that God gave us everything we needed to keep our bodies functioning and healthy. This section here, I like to write down some motivational quotes or some things that I am working on. Let's see if I had one in May. At first, I wanted to switch my diet to the whole foods plant-based at least 5 days a week. I was feeling so great that I just went 100% in. Be consistent with tracking all of the things. And I'm still working on that, but it was just something that I wanted to work on. And a sticker here, it said, all things grow with love. And I remind myself that that means myself included. Be kind to yourself this month, you're still trying. And I have to constantly tell myself, if you don't get it right 1 minute, well, the next minute is a new opportunity, or the next day is a new opportunity. All right, so that's what I have in my monthly view. I have this next insert that is just a blank insert. I haven't written anything in it yet, but I would like to just incorporate it as a brain dump or anything that I would like to change next month for my health journey. Oh, my washi got a little messed up. That's okay. All right, so my next insert here, I will not show you what's in here because I'm not comfortable with showing pictures of my body, but I do take pictures of the front, the side, and the back of my body every month. The scale can say one thing, but you know, seeing a physical picture of yourself from your starting point to your current point can help you see the changes. And even looking at these pictures, I have shown my husband or my sister, and I'm like, I don't really see a difference. But they'll help me point out, you know, your body changed here. Look at your stomach in this area. Look at your back right here. And so it's been a really great tool to kind of see the physical changes that have happened in my body. Right, so what I want to do now is go ahead and get everything set up for the month of August, and I'll just show you all the different things. We've gone over how I have it set up, but I would like to set it up with you so you can see how I'm getting ready for the next month. All right, so let's go ahead and get this thing set up. I'm going to go ahead and start with my Cocoa Daisy insert for the month of August and start by removing the staples that are in them. That way it can work with the pages a little easier. And you can see that I'm struggling with this one particular staple really bad. So, all right, already got those out, get them out of the way, just kind of bending my pages back. These are also the stickers that came with the kit, so I'm going to label August on the front cover so I know which insert that it is. Next, I'm going to take the Simply Gilded Washi tape and I'm going to put a tracker down on the first page here. So I'm going to put the week by week on these lines, and the bottom line will put the total so I know how many days I got each one of the things I'm trying to track 100%. And of course, I messed up. I was supposed to put the things that I wanted to track on that very first line, but I wound up putting the dates. So those tracker items are actually going to go between the last week and the total. So we'll just make do. Sometimes you mess up, but you just roll with it, right? Now that I have the dates down, I'm going to take some of the skinny Simply Gilded Washi and just block off where the total is going to be. Now what I've done is divide my sections, and I'm just using a ruler and some pen to divide the boxes so I can easily put my stats in there. All right, that's all done. My washi tape is a hot mess and not completely straight, but again, I don't really care. It's just, you know, for functionality, not necessarily that it needs to be perfect. So now I'm lining the other page with some more washi tape, and in here I'm going to put the couple things that I want to make sure I focus on, my top goal for the month, and some motivation. Other than that one sheet of Cocoa Daisy stickers that came with the kit, all of my stickers are going to be Paper and Glam stickers. They're going to be from previous months. Some are from July, some are from this month. Just kind of picking some leftover stickers that I had lying around and incorporating those into my spreads. All right, now that my first 2 goal pages are done, I'm going to move into the dailies where I'll be putting down the date, a water bottle sticker to track my water, and some other stickers to write my workouts in. I'm just going to do the first 2 pages and the rest I'll do off screen. I was just putting the stickers in daily as I was using them, but I found that I was falling off the wagon with tracking everything because putting the stickers in, it took a little bit extra time. So now I do it at the beginning of the month just to make sure that it gets done. Now here I have 1 extra page. I counted all of them to make sure I had 31 pages, and I had 1 extra. So what I would like to do this month is just do a mid-month check-in. And I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be putting in this spot, but maybe put some insights or findings or things that I'm proud of myself of. Now that the daily insert is done, I'm going to move on to the monthly insert, and I'll start off by lining the top of the first page and the second page with simply gilded washi tape. I'm going to pull in the You Better Sweat by Paper and Glam, and I always like to put one of these stickers at the beginning of the month. And that gives me a little bit of motivation, a little bit of color, just something fun and motivational. After I get that in, I'm going to go ahead and put the sticker that has all my measurements in. So I did do my measurements this morning. And this is from the Silhouette Design Store. And I'm so sorry, I don't remember who made it, but if you search in the design store, you'll probably still be able to find that. Now that that page is done, we'll go on to the habit tracker, and I'm going to list everything that we talked about previously in the video. And I was clearly having an issue writing the word exercise, so again, another mistake, but that's just part of the process. Moving on to the next 2 pages in the monthly booklet, I'm going to start by putting some washi tape on the top of the month. I'll put a little key on the bottom. I want to mark when I'm not on my progesterone cream, and also the pink highlighter will just show when I have a monthly cycle. I'm going to also add some Paper and Glam stickers surrounding August, and these are the August stickers from the August kit. And I'll take one of these day banners and just put it under this month. I'm still not sure what I will be putting in that spot there, but I'm sure I'll come up with something. And then the last thing I want to do for this monthly is to label some boxes on the bottom. So I want to know if I've had a bad day, if I've had poor sleep, or any other thing that I might want to remember. Now that I have everything done, I'll just do a quick flip so you can see how I have it set up for August. I hope by watching this video you got a couple ideas if you're starting to track your health, getting started on a health journey. It's never too late or never too early in that fact. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in my Chic Sparrow right now, and we'll be ready to roll. Thank you guys so very much for watching. If you have any questions at all, want to know what I'm doing, you know, if you're going through the same thing, have any questions, put a comment down below and I will get back to you. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up on the way out. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and I'll see y'all in a couple days with a new video. Thanks for watching.